All right. So today's going to be something quite a bit different than I've done on a stream before. And that's because generally I'm working on Project Bonsai, doing coding, design, development, even marketing or whatever sometimes, but occasionally I might stream a game on my day off, and I've hit a turning point in Project Bonsai where I need to work on some marketing material, and that will require a lot of video editing. I've already done a lot of the work that needs to be done for this project that I'm going to work on. I'm not going to talk about what it is specifically, but it's going to involve a lot of editing and storytelling, color correction, maybe graphics, stuff like that. Now, just a quick background on me. I've been doing video production for about 15 years now or so. I've started working in Final Cut Pro when I was probably 15 or 16. Around the same time I started working in Premiere. Final Cut was my pride and joy for I can't remember which year I stopped, but it was definitely for probably about 3 or 4 years. And then the industry seemed to go towards Premiere for a long time, and I was always familiar with it. I had always liked Final Cut more, but once they kind of botched the Final Cut Pro line features and started making it more beginner friendly, was when everyone went to Premiere, and I've pretty much been there ever since. I'm really familiar with After Effects, so that ties in really nicely. I did take a little bit of a trip back to Final Cut Pro. This would have been a couple years ago, about 2.5 years ago. Just for one project, I wanted to experiment with it. It had definitely improved over the years. It was really clean. That's one thing I liked about the design of the actual app. There were a couple things that were frustrating with it, so ultimately I went back to Premiere. And I've been there again for the past 2.5 years. So here I am, and I am filming this right now on a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, 4K. I'm very impressed with the investment so far, and I'm so impressed that I think it'd be a good idea to start going toward a DaVinci Resolve workflow with video editing. Now, for those of you that don't know what DaVinci Resolve is, it's basically a very high-end editing software. Actually, it's more well known for color correction and color grading. Now, in the years that I've done video production for big companies, that's usually the language someone uses when they know how to color grade really well, or how to color correct. So if you meet someone and they say they're in video production and they've never heard of DaVinci Resolve, then there's a good chance that they don't know all that much, because it's kind of the industry standard as far as that goes. Now, I don't know too much about it. I know that it color grades really well. I know that this footage that I'm getting off of this Pocket Cinema 4K, probably I'll get the most out of it if I bring it into Resolve and learn how to do that there. But it's far beyond a color software. It's editing and motion graphics as well. So we're gonna dig into it for the very first time and see how long it takes me to actually get into where I can get a flow state. I mean, that's essentially where you want to get with your knowledge of a software. Then the closer it gets you to being in a flow state where you can work really fast and seamlessly, that's the end goal. So we're going to see how close we can get to that today. I've used a lot of different softwares like it, so I feel like I'll be able to pick it up fairly quick, but if not, I guess we'll find out. So let's start digging in. I got this SD card in the box with the Pocket Cinema, and it came with an SD card and an activation card with a code. So first things first, let's install it. .2 gigs, not too bad. Yeah, I think their cameras come with a free version of Resolve Studio, because I think Resolve is free, the basic version. Then I'd like to do a benchmark test on my MacBook versus my PC. That might be like tomorrow or something. DaVinci Resolve 16 combines the post-production tools needed for film, TV editing, visual effects, and audio mixing and color correction. Let's take a quick tour of DaVinci Resolve workflow. Organize and view your video and audio content, create smart bins, synchronize audio, and catalog your files. Create your story with this robust and powerful editing system. You get full multi-track support, context-sensitive trimming, multicam editing, and more. Fusion. The new Fusion page provides a powerful node-based toolset for compositing visual effects. It includes vector paint particles, keying, roto, and text animations, plus much more. So I'm really excited to learn this node-based way of doing things, because After Effects doesn't use that, and I've also been getting into Unreal development on Unreal Engine, so it is the same thing how they do their blueprinting. I think software is getting to the point where there'll be like a Webflow type tool that works this way as well in the future. This would be really useful to learn how the node-based tool set works. Luckily, I don't really have to learn that to say that I can like use the software. That's more advanced stuff, like After Effects type stuff. Color correct and grade your project. Advanced controls and creative effects allow you to manipulate the image and create stylistic looks. Be cool to see how good the audio thing is too, because I've never liked Premiere's audio experience. Well, that was nice and simple. Okay, that's the welcome tour. Where'd it go? There we go. What's new? Skip tour. Great, you're almost there. Before jumping straight into a project, let's make sure you're all set up. Quick setup. So my PC graphics card is twice as powerful as my MacBooks, or so. Might even be a little bit more. Thing is, my MacBook runs pretty fast as it is. I think it's about 4 gigs worth of video RAM, so sometimes I'll choose it just for the operating system experience. What's that? I'll choose my resolution later. I'll be doing this particular project in 1080. Where would you like to store your media? Definitely not there. Probably stored in a different place every time. So that's not really fair. For now, I'll just do it on my desktop. Select your keyboard layout. Familiar with another non-linear editor? Choose the layout you currently use. Most familiar with Pro, but I want to just do DaVinci Resolve. And I'm pretty sure that Premiere Pro has started mimicking DaVinci Resolve, because from what I've seen, the way that it's laid out, Premiere's been starting to go that direction. Activation key. Okay, I'm going to do this off screen for a moment. Okay, and I click activate. There was an error when attempted to perform the activation. if six one, oh, I can't say it out loud. Well, that's annoying. Please enter the license to activate or make sure that you have the DaVinci Resolve dongle connected. Well. There is one issue so far is that I can't even activate the software with my key, so that's not cool. Gotta try it one more time. There was an error when attempting to perform the activation. Please contact Blackmagic Design Support for assistance. Well, that's extremely annoying. I mean, I can always try this for now. All right, well, their website kind of sucks because I didn't get any type of confirmation that that email just sent to them. Maybe I'll have to make them a new website. no notification to my email, so I guess now I just wait to see if that support email even went through. So I'm not so impressed with their user experience so far. I wanted to be so stoked on this. I guess this is a newer version. I might try it again just to see. Maybe that was a bug or something. You can see this one says studio and this one just says 16, so I hope they don't limit the features too much, because I at least want to give it a test today. That one's 16. Where did it install it? That is odd. Ah, I just missed it. Which one is this? That's crazy. Okay. Huh. I just can't tell which version this is. Let's go up to... New project. Test one. Well, the top bar isn't in dark mode. That's one minus point. Okay, so this is the one that I just installed, not Studio. Okay, clips and media pool. So I'll do Command I, assuming that does an import. I did see that they had some sample clips. Wedding portrait. Are those just images? I mean, that's pretty beautiful, but it's just an image, right? Sidecar. Has music to it? Okay, so that's just like a raw clip or something. Yeah, this one's even harder to run on the Mac. Okay, not too bad if you give it a second. And that's completely raw footage, I believe. Okay. A little bit of lag on the playback. Let's try that again. It's pretty good. Performance isn't too bad. Scroll through it with the scroll wheel or click and drag, and this is under cut, so if we come over to edit, then we have more of a traditional type timeline over here. Looks like it works just like your basic editor. And let's see, color, Fairlight, deliver. Let's see what happens if we came into Fairlight. Do we have... Yes! Wow. Okay. 5 bonus points for that over Premiere. Just right click and I can instantly add a crossfade. Right on the end. Instead of in Premiere, you gotta go to like effects and find it, search for it out of 100 effects, then click it and drag it on each one. It's so tedious. But if I can just go to the end of it, add 6 frame, crossfade, and then you can do the same over here. Wow. That is money right there. Okay, go back to cut. And that would be really cool. Under edit, can I do that? Yes, cross dissolve. Hell yeah. And if I do that on this clip as well, then what happens? Some of the clips selected have insufficient handles to apply the transition. You can choose to trim those clips to shorten the timeline. What would you like to do? Trim clips. Okay. Couldn't handle it on the first render, the first preview. Let's see what happens this time. Cool. Okay, and if I want to add one right here, try a 24 frame one this time. Perfect. That's so good. I already love it. I think their user experience needs some work and their website, so hit me up. Black Magic. At least in the onboarding process, but so far this tool is like more intuitive than even Final Cut, and that's what Final Cut's trying to do, is be really simple and intuitive, but it's not really. Okay, so Fairlight, can I just do that from here, I'm assuming, as well? Change transition duration. Okay. What if I wanted to delete it? Can I do that? Delete. No, it's not letting me do that. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. You can also do it directly from edit. That's awesome. Okay. Now let's come into color. So these nodes are interesting. I can play around a little bit in this, but I'll definitely be doing some like training, some high level type of training in this eventually. Lift. See, I don't even know what all these words mean, so yeah, that's pretty easy if you want to do some color grading with that. It doesn't seem to affect much other than just the color equally. Mostly in the background, it seems. Skin tones stay pretty natural. Gamma gain. Huh. It's really interesting. go. Cool. And when it comes to Fusion, I will definitely have to do some training in this because this is like After Effects, but completely different. Node based. Yeah, that'll be a learning process. But as far as editing, this all seems really intuitive. So I'm going to take a source of a video. I'm going to try out one of the experimental features that I've been wanting to try. Not sure if it's in the non-studio version, so maybe we'll have to try that later this week when their support team gets back to me. Alright, I'm going to take an old project, I'm going to download it. Says it's gonna take, okay, not 4 minutes, it said 12 hours. So just give this download a few minutes, then I'm gonna drop it into media. And then from media, I think I can right click it, go to yeah, he's under media. He right clicks it and goes to scene cut detection. Why can I not do that? Okay. Scene cut detection, there we go. 2 more minutes till it's downloaded, then I can do that. Alright, that is downloaded now. Alright, let's go to desktop. Right click this, go to scene cut detection and auto scene detect. Now this is going to look pretty crazy. I have quite a few cuts in this video. Beard needs a grooming. It's all tangled up. Okay. Now I could go through, there's a possibility that it might have missed some cuts because it tries its best, but for example, there it didn't see one, there it didn't see one. You can come in here and you could click add right there, but I'm just going to do that manually later. So we'll do add cuts to media pool. If you're wondering how I know how to do this, it's because I pulled up a YouTube video shortly before just so I could be prepared. Okay, so now if I go to cut, or did that work? What's going on? I clicked that already? Oh, it's brought up this separate window, okay. Okay, I think I messed it up. I'm gonna bring this over to another window. I'm gonna take, hello? Okay, I think I have to close out of this. And then I think, are these all different? I feel like I might have clicked it one too many times. Look how many scenes there are. Okay, I'm gonna delete all these if I can. Okay, remove. Now let's try this again. Add cuts to media pool. Now close out of it. Okay, I think I had done it correctly. So now if I came over to cut, here's my media pool. I'm going to delete all of these old sample footages. I'm going to click and drag. Can I just drop all of these? Yeah. That's like a still almost. Why is that a still? That is odd. That still. Weird. Huh. It won't let me extend it, it seems like. It's annoying. Huh. Yeah, it seemed to have grabbed like all these. Huh. What is all this? It's like blurred out. It's like all these ones that don't have audio. I don't think they should be here. I don't quite know what's going on. Is there something equivalent to like a ripple delete? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Ripple delete. Just all these ones missing audio. I'm just gonna assume that they're not supposed to be there. I think I can just hit the delete key. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really digging it so far. There's a couple weird things, but could be user error. What is all this? It's so weird. Yeah, some of these shots they can't tell that it's like a animation, so it's splitting it into different shots, I think. And I think it's also missing some other things, so maybe I'll have to do a lot of this manually, but it is pretty interesting to test this feature. Cool. Well, we learned something today. I think I have a pretty good grasp on how this editing process is done. I'll still have to learn how to do titles in here, so that's a little strange. Can't be that hard though. Let's see if we can figure it out intuitively. Media out one. Media in one. Huh. Huh. Why?
Hey guys, this is Casey Ferris. I'm going to give you a quick tour of make sure to actually work. Links on the VK, verify similar VN is starter pack with thanks. If you want to adjust something about the title, you can select it. Sure, you can new title. Cool.
No. How to create titles. Creating title templates. No. I just want a simple title. Start there.
Hi, this is Igor from HTML.com. You might have noticed in Resolve 15 that we have these fusion title presets. I'll drag and drop one of them. That from HTML.com.
That's an edit.
In Resolve 15 that we have these fusion title presets.
Huh. So maybe that's where you'd start. I mean, I'm sure you could do it this way, but I'm sure it's a little harder. So let's go back to, I think he was under edit, and then he's under effects library, titles. Neon outlines. Title. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Now if we come over into Fusion, nothing's different. Okay, so you just do that right in here. And it looks like if you want to do something more complex, then you can go into Fusion. Probably do it in there, like 3D text or animations, whatever. I don't think I'll be touching much of that on this project because I want to get this project done in the next couple of weeks. But as long as I know how to do everything that I could do in Premiere or Final Cut and Resolve, then we're good. And we've been streaming now for about an hour, and I've pretty much figured out how to do everything, even in spite of having some activation errors with Blackmagic. Just trying to sort some stuff out. I'd say anyone comfortable with video editing can be up and running with Resolve under an hour. So I might do some more stuff on this during the week, but I'm probably going to be doing the video edit on my own without streaming that. So you guys will be able to see that when it comes out in a couple weeks. It's going to be some marketing material for Bonsai. Alright. Alright. So that'll be the end of today's session. So stay cool, my babies. Tune in next time.